Hello, boys and girls. So, if you joined in our Halloween Fun Friday last week, then you were sent a lanyard in the mail, a little card from me. And your lanyard would be attached to a paper clip or some kind of hook to help you hold it better. But all of them I started for you, and they would look like this to begin. There's two different types of lanyard weaving that you could do, and you can make a little keychain or something using this. What you want to do is with your colors, you just fold them over backwards. And once you get it going, then it gets to be a lot easier. But if you fold them over, it creates two loops, okay? What you want to do is take your lanyard string and you want to weave it over the first one, but under the second one, okay? And mine started to twist, so I'm going to fix it a little bit. And then I get my other one. Again, I'll go over the first loop and then under the second one. And then if I pull all my strings tight, I should see another little square. And it will start to build. And it doesn't matter which color. Like if I wanted to do my darker colored string, I can do that. 2 loops, okay? And the loops are going directly across from where they originally were. I've got my 2 loops there. I take my string, and again, I'll go over this first one, but then I'm going to go under or inside the second one. Just kind of pull that over and then reach through. And this is really working those fine motor skills of yours. And you want to make sure that your strings are not crossing when you're doing this. So you want to make sure that it's going across from where it was. So I'm going to go over this one, under that one, and then I pull all 4 of my strings. Okay, so if you want a square one, you just keep doing that. The over 2 loops, and again, take some fine motor skill coordination here. I'm going to go over and under, and again, taking my strings over the first one, I got to tuck under the second one and not accidentally get caught in the one color. If it starts to twist a little, you can just twist it back. Okay, so I pull it. Okay, and so from the side, hopefully you're starting to see that it's building. So all the green will be on that way, and then my other bluish purple color will be this way. Okay, so that's the square one. Let's say you don't want it to be square. Let's say you want it to be round. Then instead of taking the colored string directly across so that it lines up where it originally was, you go diagonal. So if I take it diagonal and I go diagonal this way, the steps are the same. It's just a matter of how you hold the loops. Okay, so you form your 2 loops, and the farther along you get, the easier this becomes. And instead of going straight across, I'll be going diagonal. Okay, so again, it's that over, under, over, and oops. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get it under. And when you pull it out, you'll notice it's still going to look the same on top, but when you turn it sideways, it's going to start to twist. So I'm going to do a few of these. Again, if you want the curved one, then you have to go diagonal with your straps. And it's the same, over under type thing. Over, under. Once you get the hang of it, this goes pretty well. And you can get lanyard string at order it from Michael's or Joann's. Probably can even get it on Amazon. I've had mine here for a long time because of Girl Scouts. So it's starting to twist. I'm going to have to do a few more for you to really see what the twisted version looks like. But this is a nice way to pass the time. I know that some of you were commenting on how you're getting kind of bored, you needed more things to do, but not necessarily more schoolwork. And so by doing the lanyards, you can create a cool keychain. People turn them into bracelets, depending on how long the string is. So I don't know if you can start to see, but cutting across now, it's going to start doing little diagonal motions. And sometimes people like to do the square one for like 10 and then they switch over. I kind of like the diagonal one just for the look of it, but it's up to you. The straight across square is perfectly fine as well, but it takes a little while. You got to really, spend some time with it before you really start to see the full effects. And again, pulling tight, the tighter you pull. So hopefully you can kind of start to see how it's starting to spiral there. Instead of that straight on, it's starting to curve a little bit. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the lanyards. Once you get them going, then it's kind of nice because then you've got something to hold on to when you're working it. When you're first starting them, it can be a little tricky. Don't get frustrated. Just keep going. And then if you really start to like lanyards, they actually have little books and things where you can start using more than just 2 strings. Some of them incorporate up to, I think, as many as 6 different colors. So anyways, there you go, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the little press.